And then we're gonna blend. Blend, 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 blend. Blending is your friend. That rhymes. Awesome. Okay. And now, if you just turn the brush over a little bit, you can blend the copper and that light color. Now, depending on the effect that you want, you know, if you want to kind of get more copper, the shadow is migrated just a little bit beyond the corner of my eye, a little bit more than I wanted to. That's okay. Just cleaning it up. And I went a little higher than I wanted to with this dark brown here, and that's okay as well. Cleaning it up. Alright, now to highlight the brow bone, I am going to actually use the first color that we used, which was the bottom color, this color that we used on the inner part of our lid. And just going to take a little bit and just sweep it over the top part of my lid, or I mean like right under my brow. Okay. Now just take a blending brush again and just go back and forth on that line in between the brown and the highlight color, because you want them to blend, and this will prevent any sort of like really dark defined line between the two colors. So I want to add a little bit more of that highlight personally. At this point, I also want to kind of soften this line right here too from the shadow that we placed on the inner 2/3 of our eye. So just swipe the brush over it and you just dropped it. I feel like a powder, like an eyeshadow, gives you a almost softer look. I mean, even though it's black, it's not like the sort of really jet black that a gel or a cream liner would give you. And so I think it's just a little softer, a little bit more, I'm not going to say natural, because this looks anything but natural. I mean, you know that I got eyeliner around my eyes, but just less drastic. So just taking it, putting it in my MAC Carbon a little bit, tapping off the excess, and just, because I've already got eyeshadow on my eye, just kind of sweeping it across my eye would kind of dilute the color of the black. So I dot it, like I basically pat the black on. Okay, so now that I've got that on, I'm going to wing out the side like I have here. And how I wing it out is basically I look in the mirror, I look straight into the mirror, and I look and see where my bottom lid, how it's curving up, and oh, my neighbor's looking in through the window at me like I'm crazy. And he, okay, anyway, that was distracting. I would just look at how it curves up, and with my eye open, I would also look and see with my eye open, because I don't want to get it like too far in and then it'll like get folded up into the crease. I'd look and see where if I put my brush down, it would be outside of the crease, and I would draw it in the angle that my lower lash line is in. So which for me is right here. Just make a little hash mark, and then I'll connect it afterwards to the rest of the line. Okay, just after I told you guys not to swipe, I swiped. So dot dot dot, pat pat pat. Okay, so there's the wing on that eye. How does that look? Okay, and then I will do the lower lash line, and the thing that I do with my lower lash line is a bit different than other girls. I don't do the water line unless I am going out and I want for something a bit more, I feel like it just looks more dramatic. So I reserve water lining for like nighttime looks, and so I take the MAC Carbon Shadow, and instead of doing it on my waterline, I just do it right along my lash line, and on the outer part of my lash line, I actually make it a little wider. Like I make, instead of being right against on my lash line, I drop it down a little bit because I feel like, here, why don't I show you my other eye? See how the line on my other eye is really thin, and then it's just a little bit thicker here in the outer corner? I just feel like it makes my eye look a little bit bigger. And so if you just want to, take a look right now and see, compare this eye to this eye, which do you think looks a little bit bigger? Hopefully you'll agree with me that it's this eye. And well, here, let me line this bottom line without the thicker line, and then you can compare. So again, I'm just using MAC Carbon, and here I find it's okay to swipe because there's no shadow for the carbon to compete with, so it doesn't get all diluted. Okay, so there is your comparison. I mean, actually this one kind of faded a little bit. This would normally look. So wait. Hopefully you think that this eye looks a little bit bigger than this eye because of the extra thicker liner here in the outer corner. So that's how I do it. You do whatever you want. Lining, I don't see people really having much issues with lining. I mean, most people have figured out exactly how they want to line their eyes, so it's not a big issue. I don't think people are watching these sort of tutorials for that reason, to figure out how to eyeline their lines, or eyeline their whatever. Line their eyes. Okay, so now that we've done that, you can see, I don't know if you noticed, this side I've got fake lashes on, and obviously I haven't put any on this side yet. If you want to put fake lashes on, you can. If you don't, that's fine. I actually have very short eyelashes and they're not very thick, and I happen to think that having like fake lashes on kind of makes me look a little bit more feminine. And I happen to like the Demi Wispies by Ardell.